Hi, I'm Lora Bofill with the Coffee Corner Show. I am live from the red carpet at the Asian World Film Festival. We're here with the Fil-Am Creative Philippine Short Film Festival. Lots of films, 12 short films, handpicked. They're great, they're amazing. Can't wait to talk with the directors, actors, all the people involved in these films. So just stay tuned. You're back!
Yes, I'm back! Luckily, we were one of the 3 favorites from the last screening.
Yeah. So, Angel's one of our favorites. We had her on the Coffee Corner Show last time and made it back to another film festival. Actually, your film has been in many film festivals already, not just this one. And how many film festivals already?
You know what? I stopped counting, but it has been in India. It has been in LA twice now. It will show in London.
Wow.
It's shown in the Philippines, so it's actually...
God. It's like international.
Thank you for, for all of the film festivals who supported us.
Absolutely. And you've had a lot of praise. You've been interviewed already for different... I think you just recently did something with another show.
Yes, so like TFC or Balitang America, which is the... one of the big companies in the Philippines have this cable channel, the Filipino channel, and they did an interview, and amazing. I'm so thankful for everybody for the support, especially coming from a Filipino background. Like some, we grew up Catholic, so we're kind of like there's a lot of conservative Filipinos, and it's such an honor to be given the platform, like to have a voice as a transgender woman, like being part of the LGBT, to be heard.
Absolutely. And the way the political climate is, I know I shouldn't be talking politics, but I can't help it. I think a film like this is something that we really need to have. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. I think our stories need to be heard. I think they should see that we can have like positive contributions in our community. It doesn't matter if you're, if you're Filipino, if you're white, if you're other gender, if you're a transgender, if you're part of the LGBT community. I think they should learn that everybody should be equal and we all can have like a positive contribution to our society.
Oh gosh, well put. I love it. This film is amazing, I know.
Miss Universe, no, just kidding.
Miss Universe.
My next goal.
Exactly. And the director couldn't be here right now, Drama del Rosario.
He's working on another project. He's very busy.
Yeah, very busy, but it's an amazing film. You guys have to see it. It's incredible. Fan favorite. Thank you so much, Angel.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much,
it.
Laura.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
You too.
Okay. Hi.
This is Christopher Aguilar. He's an amazing actor. I've worked with him
Aguilera. Like Christina Aguilera. No, Christopher Aguilar.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. Anyway, should we cut? Well, Judy.
No, it's okay.
Did I do that wrong?
Keep going.
Okay.
It's okay.
We'll just cut.
I like Christina Aguilera.
Actually,
I love Christina Aguilera.
He does, and he's a great singer. Okay. So this is Christopher Aguilar. He is a producer of the film. Here you are, Venice. Tell us about your film.
Okay, so it all started whenever my friend said, hey, let's make a film about self-satisfaction. And I was like, oh, I know a topic that'd be really good for that. So I helped him with the story, and then he developed the script. I helped cast the film. We shot it in one day.
Whoa, one day?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
We did have a reshoot that we did another month or so after, but I mean basically. And it was so great because he showed it to his class. He did it at USC, and his class was like, oh my gosh, this needs to be in festivals. So.
Wow. So, obviously it was amazing that you got in because there's a lot of films that were submitted and only a couple, the best, got chosen here. Yay! So, what other film festivals has your film gone on to so far?
All right, so it's been in the Philadelphia Asian American Film Festival and the LA Asian Pacific Film Festival. Yeah.
Wow. And then you're here at this film festival, and there's more to come.
Yes, of course.
Yes. You got to support this. It's going to be great.
And you're doing No Regrets. You got to support Lora in No Regrets. Yeah.
My cameo.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be in No Regrets?
Oh, oh, I'm getting interviewed. No, it was fun. It was really fun. It's a comedy, so you know, I love drama and I love comedy too. So you get to see the comedy side of me. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you so much and good luck on your film. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Go.
I have Daniel here. He made the music for I'm Okay, the film. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Beautiful weather here.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so tell us about the film.
Sure. The film is awesome. I'm just kidding. No, the film was really well thought out. I actually played no part in making the film other than the music, but I delegated it to some very talented people. They put a lot of thought, effort, and energy into it, and they really captured the essence of what the song is all about.
So when you're asked to come on board with the film, what do you look for when you're trying to develop the music for this?
It was actually kind of reversed. I had the music completed already, and then I handed it off to someone else and said, hey, make a music video out of this, and that's what they did. So it was kind of backwards, but if I were to speak for the filmmaker, she's my cousin, by the way. She's quite the visionary. I really can't speak specifically as to what she looks for and stuff like that, but she's a very inspired person, and I trust her artistic judgment a lot. So shout out to Sammie. Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to Sammie. So this is great. It's actually a film built around music. That's fascinating. Fascinating. Well, we are really looking forward to seeing your film and your music. So thank you so much, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Hi.
I'm Derek Andrew Ramsay.
Hi there. So tell me about the film that you're involved with.
Yeah, the film that is this easier if I hold it?
Doesn't matter. Go for it.
No, the film's called PANGAKO, Promise. It's a film that I co-wrote, produced, also directed with my best friend Warren Carman back home in the Philippines. It's a very personal story to a good friend of mine. He recently found out he was adopted, and I incorporated that story into the influence of the writing and the whole creative process. So yeah, that's how it came about.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Now, what? Sure, I'll introduce. You can interview me. No, it's okay. So, was it filmed in the Philippines, or part in the Philippines, part in the U.S.?
The entire film was filmed back home in the Philippines, in the south area in Alabang, actually. Yeah, in Elorde, South Box gym, where majority of the boxing scenes were filmed and the fight scenes were filmed. And yeah.
Now, do you yourself have a boxing background as well?
Yeah, I've been boxing for 10 years on and off. I'm actually fought amateur here, amateur back home, and yeah, I would say I'm a big boxing fanatic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Manny Pacquiao. Yeah.
Ooh, have you ever met him in real life?
No, actually, no, I have not. I would really like to.
You need to have him in your movie.
Yes, yeah, maybe that's the sequel. That's the sequel.
Okay, Manny Pacquiao, if you're watching this, you have to be in his movie.
Yeah.
Okay, well, great. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, John. How you doing? Doing pretty good. So we're excited to know about your film. Can you tell us more about it?
So my film's called Ingat Nanay, which means take care mom, and it's about my mom who had a stroke last year. So it's a documentary like showing like her progress and like how she's been like in this past like year and a half.
Now, oh no, technical difficulties. So is your mom here at the screening today?
Yes, my mom's here. She's actually right there.
Here, we'll have you.
Yeah. She might need a little help.
Here, you can get on the other side. Okay. So how is it to have this film documenting you? How did you feel when you found out your daughter was going to be making this?
I'm proud of her. You okay?
Aww. It's a very emotional thing when you find out that your own family is writing such a heartfelt documentary about family, and it's something that people need to know. As far as your documentary, what things can the audience get from this?
So I really hope that the audience like gets the idea of like family. I think that's really important, and how like this whole progress and like struggle like really made our family better. And I hope at the end of the film, like the audience, I don't know, calls their own family and tells them that they love them or visits them, because I think it's very important to like contact your loved ones.
Wonderful. Well, you have to see this film. It's all about family. Well, we're excited to take a look and watch your film. Thank you so much for both of you. Appreciate it. Hey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Awesome. So I have here the director of Shabu. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. This is like one of the biggest film festivals I've ever been to, and so this is like a unique experience for me for sure. Yeah.
Great. Now, has your film already screened at other film festivals so far?
Yeah, it's screened at about 3. So there was the Glendale Film Festival, there was Chicago and Philadelphia. So this is the 4th.
Nice. It's making its rounds. I know, absolutely. So tell us a little bit more about your film.
Yeah, of course. So basically the film's about what's happening in the Philippines right now with the president and his drug laws. And so essentially, I kind of wanted to have a film where us here in the United States would be more familiar with the topic. Everyone I've talked to about had no idea that this was a thing. So the concept that I spun was as if, you know, America kind of modeled their stance on kind of the drug epidemic as the Philippines did. And so we're in America that's corrupt. We're in America where we're desensitized to violence. And so we see through the eyes of a photojournalist who realizes how corrupt the world is, which is exactly what I wanted to talk about, how easily it is to take advantage of such a law where you can kill drug dealers. And so take advantage of that even. So that's what it comes about.
Oh, absolutely. So was there any personal experiences you brought to the film from your own life that added to it?
Honestly, no. I think the biggest thing was just making sure I was truthful to Western viewers as far as if this was our society, how would we kind of interact, how would we perceive these sort of things in place. And so personally, I had nothing, fortunately, no experiences where it had to come down to that. But I think the biggest thing was just allowing the audiences to kind of see it through a different lens, particularly through a Filipino character's lens, you know? So I think that was especially important.
Well, we're really excited to see it. Congratulations on making it in yet another film festival. Yeah. Great, nice meeting you again.
Meeting you
yeah,
too.
you
Thank
too.
You so
Take care. Bye-bye. I have Kuya Paul, the producer, for the amazing. You can introduce it.
So I'm the producer for I'm Okay. It's a music video with NK and NK Hip Hop, and also produced by Sammie. So our music video is basically we depict a woman coming back from war, suffering from PTSD, who has to struggle in raising her family and finds out that she needs a lot more help than she thought. So it was really great to, when we actually created the film. It was about a 6-week turnaround. We actually had Arlyn, who's filming me with my phone. She was our consultant and also our star within the film. So we really wanted to keep genuine because we were talking about things like military, the army. In fact, both the military personnel that we had in the film, they're both actual military, actual army personnel and actual veterans.
Yeah. Now, because it was really very touching. It touches upon PTSD, family, things like that. Did you have any experiences in your own life also with that type of stuff?
Well, me personally, no. Actually, it was from NAK or NAC. So our hip hop artist had come to me and our director Sammie Villanueva, and he had requested to keep to a theme that was very close to the music that he was creating. With I'm Okay, a lot of the words actually talk about the struggles that people have in terms of being seen as strong. And it actually depicted a little bit of his struggle. As he was starting to become famous, he saw a lot of people looking up to him. But he suffers from his own things as well too. He's had his bouts with depression. He's had his bouts with insecurities. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to have a music video that kind of focused on that shows that even though you might be seen as famous, as strong, as heroic, that all of us have struggles. And he wanted to depict that, and I think we did a really good job.
Oh yeah, no, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's about family. It's about, you know, the struggles, the inner struggle of being tough on the outside and soft on the inside, with a little music added to it.
Yeah,
but
it was really great. I really like it. I was like, is that the music video? I was like, oh, look, that. I was like, that's great. That's the music video.
That's right. That's right. It was really good. Check it out. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Philippine Short Film Day. Charles Gray and Marilyn Villanueva. How are you guys doing?
Great.
That's good. Doing pretty good. So tell us a little bit more of how you're able to bring all these films together.
Oh yeah, so well it started out with our partnership with Asian World Film Festival. Thank you so much to George, Asel, and Kathleen, who really pushed for us to create a program for this festival. And what we did was we requested the filmmaking community to submit a short film, and we wanted them to showcase in front of the camera and behind the camera at least one Filipino. So I think after all the submissions, we got a panel of judges to select the top ones, and here we are now. We have 12 short films.
They were great.
Yeah.
What was the question? Sorry.
How you're involved in bringing all this like
Yeah, we put out this little video that said, "Come bring our film, come make a film," and we have this festival coming up, and we got all these submissions from like people we've never met before. So that was like, to me, the best part is just like getting to meet new filmmakers in our community, but not knowing they were there. So to me, like that is like the best part of this whole thing, and being able to show it and kind of represent for the Asian World Film Festival.
So with Crazy Rich Asians and all the Asian filmmaking movement, would you say that Filipino filmmakers are also making a movement themselves too?
Oh yes, absolutely. We are creating a movement, and I think it's so important that in Fil-Am Creative's role is to help provide a platform. So partnering up with big festivals such as Asian World Film Festival really gives us that opportunity to showcase our talents and show what creatives are out there. So we can't be more thankful than we already are. But this is still the beginning. There's still a lot of work to be done. So hopefully we can bridge the gap from top Hollywood executives to all our community members. So everyone's welcome to come to our monthly meetup at the Filipinos Worker Center. You can always find more information at filamcreative.org, as well as following our social media on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.
I just want to add, like, I just think like Filipino stories are so they're so dynamic, they're so unique. Like we're talking about like people from here, people over there, and to me it's so fascinating. Even like being a Filipino, seeing our own story. So to share that with other people, I think is important, and I think, I mean, it's just interesting and unique, fascinating. Yeah. Important too, yeah.
Oh yeah, very important. So we're creating through Fil-Am Creative and all our filmmakers here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lora.
Okay, thank you. So I have the actors from Legacy, which, by the way, nobody ever told me to bring Kleenex. I didn't bring Kleenex. I was like sitting, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like trying to fix my makeup. But it was really good. So we have Arlyn de la Pena and Michael Kuya. How you guys doing?
Good.
So why don't you guys tell us about the film?
So the film captures the chronological order of a father and daughter relationship, and the father immigrated from the Philippines and he had this American dream, and so it all plays out on screen, the dynamic between the father and the son. And so Michael plays father and daughter, sorry.
You're the one with the son.
Yes, I do have a son. I love you, Vincent. And so Michael, he plays the younger version of the father in the earlier years, and I play the daughter grown up.
Yeah. So tell me about your.
Like she said, I play the dad through 3 versions.
Yeah.
And then she took over and did, I believe, the last 2.
Yeah.
Right? Just a dad making like a video journal of our experiences when we come out to visit our family in LA, going to the beach, LA locations, like sightseeing and stuff when we're in town. Yeah, just video journal.
It's really sad. Bring tissues.
Exactly, bring tissues. And I mean, it was so heart-wrenching. I think anybody can just think about not just your dad, but your mother. Did it make you guys think about your own family or your own parents?
Definitely. And so one thing I didn't tell Ashley, who is the director, I told her after we filmed everything that my father actually died of cancer 3 years ago. And so the scene, when it's the father-daughter scene, and it's a very, very emotional part of the film, when I looked over, Val is the actor's name, who plays the dad. It was surreal. Like I almost felt like, oh my gosh, this is like me reliving like all like I mean I didn't even get a chance to really talk to my dad in that way. It was so quick, and so those tears were real.
I could tell.
From deep within.
Little therapy.
Yeah, it was very cathartic for me. So thank you, Ashley, for having me be a part of it.
And how about you, Michael?
Yeah, it made me feel like I need to talk to my mom more. You know, my dad passed away too, so all I have is like my mom and my sisters and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. Movies like this always like I should talk to my mom more. Yeah, definitely.
But you guys were great. I mean, you made me cry, which is a good thing. It was really touching. Very great performance. You have to see the film. It's really, really good. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks. I have here Nicole, and she is the director for Boxed. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So tell us a little more about your film.
So my film centers around my grandmother and just how she sends these care packages back to the Philippines as a way to really connect to our family. Also just support them financially as well, just because there's necessities that they don't have in the Philippines. And she's been doing this for over 40 years. So just wanted to really showcase this just because it's a tradition that I think is going to die out with my generation. And I think it's important to show that what our previous generation's been doing.
Well, that's great. Now, did your grandmother, is she here to be with you for the screening?
She's late. She's on Filipino time, so well, hopefully they can make it.
Yeah. No, that's great. So, how does it feel to be here, to have your film actually chosen to be one of many? There's a lot of films that were submitted, and yours was one of the few that selected.
It feels surreal, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to show my film.
Well, we're excited to see the film. You have to see it, all about family. And yes, seeing Filipino traditions. And that's what it's all about, family and tradition. Thank you so much, Nicole. Appreciate it. Okay. I am here with director Ramel Andaya for Mix Productions and writer-actor Michael Kuya. I'm flanked by the best here. How about that?
Oh, thank you, Laura.
I don't know where to put the microphone. So, Ramel is an incredibly talented director, and he has 2 films, not just one, 2 films here screening at the film festival. One of them is No Regrets. The other one is Who to Love. So tell me more about the films.
Well, No Regrets is about a woman who travels back in time, to change a regret that she had. So I know all of us have regrets, so she's changing that one, and you'll have to watch the film to find out. And then Who to Love, well, let's have the writer talk about it.
Well, before we get to Who to Love, there's a special guest performance in No Regrets. I won't mention names.
Who is that?
Makes an appearance.
Cameo,
yeah. So I guess Who to Love is it's about a woman who's on a date with this guy, and this is the crucial date that decides whether or not he is actually the one. So she decides if this guy's it based on this date.
Now, because you wrote for both films also as well. So how does it feel to have 2 films selected in this? Because remember, there are several films that were submitted, and usually most people just get one in, and they got 2 films. For any of you guys, any thoughts?
Well, yeah, I'm very honored. Like from the judges to pick these 2, it's incredible. It's great. It's a great feeling.
Well, I mean, we both love collaborating with each other. So I produced this film, and then Michael wrote and produced his film, and then by coincidence we both got in. So it was really cool, to work with your colleagues and get into the same film festival.
Well, make sure to check out the films. They are great. These are talented writers, talented director. You don't want to miss this. Thank you so much, both of you guys. Yeah, So this is Trisha Molina. She is one of the actresses in Shabu. It was an amazing film. I loved it.
Thank you so much.
So tell us more about the character that you played.
The character, her name is Jen. She's a photojournalist living in LA, and as it goes on, is our parents are gone, so I'm just taking care of my little brother, and we kind of just get sucked into this whole thing. And I don't want to give the whole thing away.
Oh yeah, a little teaser.
It's a lot. There's a lot to unpack in that entire like little 10-minute thing. But yeah, I don't know.
And it's really amazing. It kind of touches up on some of the political atmosphere going on in the Philippines right now, and it's kind of like a future of what would that happen if it was here in the U.S., right?
Yes. So the premise is kind of taking what's happening in the Philippines and kind of dropping it here into Los Angeles, just so other audiences can kind of get a better feel for what's actually happening and like the gravity of it. And yeah, it gives some unprecedented things to think about for sure. It's a lot to think about.
No, it made me think a lot. It was so good, but everyone has to go see it, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this episode of The Coffee Corner Show. Make sure to check us on our website, www.thecoffeecornershow.com. Make sure to check us on Facebook, like us, go to our YouTube page. We're watching for you, we're waiting for you. Lots more stuff to see in the Philippine community. Stay tuned. See you next time.